by young jewelers in historic downtown Jasper. Real talk, real stories, right now.
Good morning. It is a Tuesday morning here in Jasper, Alabama. It's 9:09 a.m., June the 2nd. I can't believe we're already in June.
Wow.
It's the year is flying by. James Phillips here, and we've got a couple special guests with us this morning. We've got Corrie Caves, right?
You got it. Yeah.
I pronounced it correctly. And James Johnson.
Good morning.
And they are from St. Mary's Episcopal Church.
Got it.
And the
First Methodist
First
Church.
Methodist Church.
The White Marble Stones Church downtown.
I'm so old, and I heard First United Methodist for so long. That's the thing that wants to come out.
It's all right.
You know?
Those are our brothers and sisters
That's right.
too.
Exactly,
Yeah, right.
exactly. We're all unified together. We
That's
try
right.
to be,
That's right.
and especially today. Well, with you guys, you have a special event coming up called Jasper Reads. And tell us a little bit about it, where the idea came from. I think it came out of your brain, right?
Well, actually, I stole it just a little bit. It's become its own thing here.
All good ideas are stolen from somewhere.
Well, yeah, I'm real honest about that. I most recently, before coming to Jasper, I was in Abilene, Texas, and if you know much about Abilene, they have an amazing festival for children and families. It's called the CAF, and it's like Children's Arts and Literacy Festival. But they bring in a children's author and illustrator, and they just have a whole week of storytelling and times where families can come in for all kinds of different events. But it's just amazing. At the end of it all, whoever is the author and whatever character kind of stands out the most from the book becomes a statue. They build a statue in Abilene. So if you drive through downtown Abilene, kind of like we have the
With the
mules.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have all kinds of creatures that have come out of storybooks. So,
That's so cool.
So I loved that town did that. It really brought everybody together. And so when I came here, I love the downtown vibe that we've got going. I love how people care for their neighbors. It's a great place to, walk around and go shop and eat, but again, get to know the people of Jasper. And so I thought, why don't we do something like the CAF, just on a smaller scale, just a small experiment. So that's where that came from. And then I just, reached out to my friends in the community. James Johnson is just a treasured friend of mine. We've done a lot of things in the community together. And, of course, we reached out to the Literacy Council, Jennifer Smith.
Right.
And Main Street, Renee Wilson has just been a fantastic partner with this and the staff there. So, we just, kind of gathered and said, let's do this. And we picked a date, and we decided to have it just one day on a Saturday. And somebody has said recently that this is like it's like a story time crawl downtown.
Right, instead of a bar crawl.
Yeah, exactly.
Could we have Capri Suns at each location or something like that?
I think we will have some refreshments here and there. Our first stop will be at the library, and I know that the children's librarian Melanie Aldine is putting together some sort of crafts that connect to the stories that you're going to hear.
Oh, that's really cool.
So Robin Reed Allen, a wonderful person in our community, and Melanie, they're going to get together and read some stories, and we're bringing some folks from our church at St. Mary's to just welcome people, and we're just gonna have a good time.
And what a better place to start than the
Of
library.
Right.
Give awareness to our local library, which does a great job.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
invite people in so they know what our library has. I think it's a great idea.
That's right,
What will be what's the stops after the
Sure.
library?
Well, he's next.
Oh, you're up next. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
first is, let me just say, what a privilege it is to be Reverend Corrie's friend and to be a part of a Christian
thing.
community that is not isolated, but that gets to celebrate the body of Christ in a variety of ways. And a
Even
part
by
of,
reading, and we're not just reading Bible verses.
that's right. So we want to engage our community in all kinds of ways, and it's a treasure to get to read a book by yourself. But we have found, and in our life stories, that there is something special about sharing it with someone else. And so in each of these places in our community, whether it's a church or the community stops that are part of our treasure of Jasper, it is a way to experience a story for children to come together on a Saturday in the summer, not just to be together, but to be able to hear an adventure together. So I'm reading at First Methodist Church at noon on Saturday, The Big Book Adventure, written by Emily Ford and Tim Warren, which is a great book for what this day is, because it's about two friends who have adventures through other stories. And for the children and families who get to come at noon at First Methodist Church on Saturday, not only will we be reading about some of their adventures, but I think there's a way for us to get to join along with that adventure in our own way on the steps of First Methodist Church. So here's this historic building. I'm going to bring one of the rocking chairs off of the portico down to the sidewalk. Children and their families will get to sit on the steps and be able to hear and read a story together. And it's not a terribly long journey, but it's just long enough for some folks to be together, have an adventure together, and to create a memory that will draw us into the next time that we're able to get together.
Well, I think you've become known for that rocking chair.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Out there a lot.
I have two of them, so I'm always a friend.
Invite
is
a
always
friend with you?
yes. Come join me sometime when you see me on the porch. It's a great place to read, pray, and I've been able to meet all kinds of folk who are downtown.
Well, and we have Hart comes on once a month.
Yes.
And we do a Wellness Wednesday on the show. And they've even told me, if somebody's there and they had a certain issue that just kind of fit it, they can look to you on the porch, and you're usually there, and you come on over and talk to people.
And it has happened. Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
That's really cool. Now, the one at the library, what time is the reading started?
So it starts at 10 a.m.
Okay. So 10 a.m. at the library. Then we move to noon at
First Methodist
Church.
Yep.
And where do we go from there?
So after that, 2 p.m., Courthouse Square. And we
Okay.
have the mayor reading. So that's going to be a really exciting time for families to get to connect with one of our leaders in the community. And, he's really excited about sharing two stories.
Yeah.
But, for kids to gather right in the heart of Jasper.
Right.
Yeah,
for
right in the heart of
families.
downtown.
Yeah.
Get to see so many historic buildings and talk to so many new
Exactly,
people and
yeah.
learn things about the city and their surroundings. Now, did I notice that the author for maybe a couple of the books was B.J. Novak? Is that
Yes,
B.J. Novak
yes.
from The Office?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
But I need to investigate that.
Yeah, because when I saw the name, I was like,
that's a pretty,
is that the 10th that
right,
he's written
yeah,
books now?
yeah.
So,
I'll have to look into that.
yeah, I should have Googled it before we got on
We'll
the
have
show.
to do that. Maybe when we take the break, we'll find
Yeah,
out.
yeah, we'll look and see.
That'll be good.
And where do we finish up?
And then the Welcome Center, Jasper Welcome Center, that, if you have not been there,
Right.
It's such a great
missing
place.
out.
Yeah.
It truly is a welcome. And I'll be reading Corduroy, which is just one of my favorite books.
Oh, yeah, that's
Just
a great book.
Sacrificial love and friendship. So that's what this is about.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. I think the whole idea is just really neat. When I first saw it, I thought this was neat. And I think you guys' friendship is really cool because you both moved here about the same time, right?
Yeah, he
We
got
did?
there first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just, I didn't know that I'd be making a wonderful friend, but I'm just so grateful. And he's, brought me along to all kinds of things in the community. I think of most recently when we gathered at the break of dawn on Easter morning.
Yeah.
And we got to, just be one body of Christ and pray and sing and worship. And
My wife and daughter came out to it. I
mean-
have to
wow.
admit I slept in.
it's so hard.
You don't want to miss it next year.
Yeah,
Don't miss
next
it next
year.
year.
It's
right?
Next
just
year I'll
hard
be there.
to describe that it was so Jasper.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's what I think this is too. I've lived in cities that people really cared for each other, but there is something really special about this community. Folks are invested
Yes.
in the health of each other
Oh,
in
yeah.
a way that is so particular and so touching and so real.
That's one of the main reasons why
Yeah.
I do this show is to show the positives that are going on.
Yes.
And it's such an area where we don't just wait to come together when there's a big,
No.
like a tornado or something like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Jasper takes care of each other every
Yes.
day. And
That's
it's such a
true.
great place. I would not want to live anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
In I want to just celebrate how St. Mary's has been involved in justice and connecting to those who are living on the margins of our community. You think sometimes a generic word like society, but we're talking about folks who are hurting in Jasper and Walker County and are able to connect with the gospel, with tangible ways of meeting needs of hunger and a place to belong, and not just in the parish life, but also that Reverend Corrie and I, we get to be neighbors, and so that we're invested in our community by being downtown, and you will see us either on the front porch, or Reverend Corrie and Richard enjoy walking their dogs around the street early in the morning, and that we're not some kind of distant people that have commuted in to serve the church, but that we think it's a privilege to be able to be friends and to serve the church and the community together.
Yeah.
With reading, with the gospel, and all kinds of ways of drawing the community
Well,
together.
I think a lot of times, whether it be by theology or by even the churches by race, they're so separate a lot of times in different places. That it's such a breath of fresh air to see two different denominations that would have their differences come together and forget all those little things and do what's right to promote Christ and the walk of Christ and the way of Christ. It's a beautiful thing to be able to see from the outside too, or I guess I'm on the inside, but
Yeah.
But you guys, what and with you being new, you mentioned the Easter service. That's been a highlight.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
What are some of your favorite things that you have been involved with or seen in Jasper over your first couple of years in the community?
I know you. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I am so thankful for Warehouse 319 hosting the Tuesday morning prayer group at 6:45. It's almost every single Tuesday, and you'll get to hear voices from a variety of traditions. But it's a part of of my daily experiences, being able to build friendships and relationships with people who come from a Baptist tradition or the Episcopal Church or just all kinds, Presbyterians. And so I think that's been a special way to get to know some folk. It's also has been able to blossom into some clergy friendships that I hope to see continue to grow. Reverend Greg Tinker has also been very vital at cultivating connections and friendships for the Easter sunrise service. We were able to connect together with Glory Fellowship, with Philip Williams and Randy Tracer, Andy Frazier. That he wasn't able to participate at the sunrise service, but First Baptist is a part of our connection and invested. Adam Hicks in the Desperation Church has been a great friend. I also want to highlight that not just for men in ministry, but that I've been able to see how Reverend Corrie has been able to collaborate with other women in ministry and has been able to start a vital connecting group. And I celebrate that as we recently walked through the story of Pentecost, that the prophet Joel says, in the last days, I'm going to pour out my spirit upon your sons and daughters, and they will prophesy. And I get to see that prophetic ministry working with Reverend Corrie and with connections with other women in ministry within our neighborhood.
That's awesome. Yeah, that is awesome.
Why are you here to make me cry?
I was going to say, I was looking at her face and I thought, there's about to be tears flowing out.
No, but this is, like, you can pray for a friendship in ministry to sustain you.
Yeah.
But when you see it, when you feel it, it's real.
Yeah.
So.
And that's probably a good question, though, for you is, we've had a few women ministers across Walker County over the years, but how has your reception been?
Just phenomenal. I cannot think of a time where I have felt, shunned or turned away or anything. I believe that I could call any pastor in this community and say, hey, I live Jasper or I live Walker County. I know you do too. We share that in common. Can we serve in some way? And we could figure it out. And that is astounding. I mean, I think you've experienced that as well.
Yes,
but that's just this community, and that's the power of God.
Yeah.
This is a resurrection life that we continue to live.
Right.
But yeah, it has been so easy to get involved and to get some yeses. Like last year, at this time, we were doing art camp, and the whole community said yes to art camp. We had folks, all kinds of businesses, restaurants that said, yes, we would love to have children's artwork in our storefronts. We'd love to welcome people in and just celebrate young people and their creativity and that they are made in the image of God. And that was just fantastic. And we had an art camp where they got to make art and then again to display the art. But then we closed with worship in the courthouse square where we're going to meet again. And I thought maybe the city would be like, oh, I don't know about that. That might, I don't know.
Right.
And they were just like, yeah, you need a microphone, you need this, and they, and
So the city and Main Street, they all just jumped
Main
right
Street
in.
Jumped right in, yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
just like I'm humbled by this community. I'm humbled by your friendship and.
Even moved to
Goodness.
tears by that friendship.
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm super tough.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
That's great.
No, it's been great.
Yeah. We're getting close to time for a break,
Sure.
and I know that James is going to have to step away.
Yeah.
But you guys go over again real quick before we
Right.
go to the break. What's going to be happening on this Saturday, throughout downtown?
Absolutely. So please go to the library. That's where it begins at 10 a.m. You will hear at the Carl Elliott Regional Library, you will hear Melanie Aldean and Robin Reed Allen will be reading children's stories. It's just a 30-minute block of time. Then I encourage you to explore downtown. Go get a bite to eat. Go take a walk. But then at noon, I want you to look for the steps of James Johnson's church, First Methodist Church. Go to the steps and hear some more storytelling, and then take another break. Go do some other things. There is a car show downtown.
Right.
Oh, yes, the first Saturday,
Like
so there'll be
there's
a car
all
show.
kinds of cool stuff happening.
And
And
all the
then-
restaurants will be open. Everything will be
Yes,
hopping
they just want to
downtown.
welcome you. We've got so many yummy places to eat, and just support them. All kinds of shopping. The very idea just moved into their new space. I know there's all kinds of things going on, but then 2 p.m. Courthouse Square, Mayor Josh Gates is going to read, and it's going to be fun. He's going to read 2 funny books: the book with no pictures and Interrupting Chickens.
Oh,
How
yeah.
can you miss out on that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then do whatever you're doing in the afternoon, but please don't forget 6 p.m. is where we're going to wrap it up, and I'm going to read at the Welcome Center, and you can't miss Corduroy.
Oh, yeah,
You
definitely.
can't.
This is a great opportunity for children to get to see the Jasper Welcome Center. There's
Yes.
interactive games, an interactive table, videos, pictures about the story of Jasper. My kids have enjoyed that, and this is a great opportunity for kids to see that. And if there is rain, we will have alternative spaces to be able to enjoy the reading. So don't give up. If it's raining, just go ahead and show up, and you'll find out where we'll be.
Find out where you
we'll
should
be
Yes.
very
Yeah.
close. We'll be very
Yeah.
close to where we are,
Right.
Yes.
just in case if there's rain.
Watch social media.
Yes.
Watch Jasper Main Street and St. Mary's and and First Methodist will be posting.
Right.
If
Right.
anything changes. I mean, 2 of the locations are very. We're going to be inside,
Right.
but James has kindly offered if it's raining and we're on his steps to move into the beautiful sanctuary.
Right.
So
And I'm
we'll
sure there's
make
a
it work.
spot there close to the courthouse
Yeah,
where people can
we're
move.
working
Yes.
on that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So please don't be put off by the rain.
Yeah.
So,
Now, each author or each reader,
Yes.
did they select their own book, or did you guys kind of select it for them? I was wondering if it was from their own personality or.
well, so I
I had a
came
little
with
help.
I came with corduroy like this. I was
Right.
like, I'm doing corduroy.
Yeah.
But I actually consulted Melanie
Oh,
in the
okay, great.
library, and I just said, what are books that children and families,
Right.
just have loved for generations? And so she handpicked these books
Oh,
with
cool.
children, with Jasper,
Yeah.
Walker County children in mind.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah.
sounded from just our conversation. I thought this is straight from your brain.
Well, Melanie, she is a Methodist, and so I do get to
Yeah,
have a relationship with
little
Melanie.
input
Right, a little input, so she knows
Yeah.
she knows a little bit about me. But
Yeah.
it really doesn't matter which book it is. It is great to get people together and to hear. And there's some great children's literature out there, and we're just thankful to have this moment together on Saturday.
Well, I sure appreciate you guys coming in. We're going to take a break real quick to hear from our sponsors. James is going to step away, and when we come back, Corrie will still be here. And I want to get to know you a little bit more and let the community get to know you a little bit more, so you can tell people a little bit more about your life and how you got here and all that good stuff.
Ask her about her dogs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we definitely have to do that. All right, guys, we're going to take a break and hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back on Live at 9 with James Phillips on WJLX.
Young Jewelers. That name has been a part of Jasper for a long, long time. As a matter of fact, for 3 generations and over 70 years, Young Jewelers has been located in downtown Jasper, striving to earn your loyalty with quality and customer service. Young Jewelers has set the standard in diamonds, jewelry, and gifts. You can afford to have a diamond from Young Jewelers. Our friendly staff can assure you of that. And you're always greeted with a smile and a genuine concern for your needs. Whether it's custom design work or diamonds from one of the name brand vendors, a consultation at Young Jewelers will have you feeling confident you've made the right choice. Young Jewelers, located across from City Hall on 19th Street and online at youngjewelers.com.
Start your story at Bevel State Community College. Whether you need seamless academic transfer classes, high-wage, high-demand career technical or health science programs, rapid training opportunities that get you into the workforce quickly, dual enrollment or adult education courses, Bevel State is your community college for a quality education. Visit bscc.edu to learn about our convenient and affordable options to make your future visible. Your story starts at Bevel State.
Carl Cannon, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Corridor X, and Jasper. We're more than just a new car dealer. We're a certified pre-owned dealer, too. As a used car dealer in Jasper, we have access to a wide variety of used cars from across the area. As a new Buick, Chevy, Cadillac, and GMC dealer, we have the latest models that GM provides from 4 amazing brands. Let us show you around our dealership. With so many options, we're sure you'll find what you're looking for. Browse our inventory online at carlcannon.com. When other dealers can't, Cannon can. Carl Cannon, Corridor X at Industrial Boulevard in Jasper.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake McKenzie from All South Land and Timber. We've been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Pinnacle Bank, member FDIC.
If you're craving great food in a place that feels just right, it's time to head to Jake's on 4th in downtown Jasper. From stacked made-to-order burgers to hearty favorites fresh off the grill, every dish at Jake's is cooked with care and full of flavor. It's comfortable, relaxed, and always welcoming. Whether you're meeting friends, enjoying a casual dinner, or just want a laid-back spot with great atmosphere, Jake's on 4th delivers every time. Located at 1810 4th Avenue South of downtown Jasper, Jake's is open Wednesday through Saturday with lunch from 11 to 3:30 and dinner 5 to close. Jake's has great food, an easygoing vibe, and it's a place you'll want to come back to. Jake's on 4th, fine dining done the Walker County way.
Hey, this is Nick Norris from The Game Managers. Every Friday afternoon at 6 on WJLX, Patrick Hanna and I break down the news of the week in sports. From local high school games to the biggest moments in college and the pros. No hot takes for clicks, just sports news, real analysis, and the conversations you actually want to hear. If you like sports as much as us, then make The Game Managers part of your Friday nights. We'll see you there.
The sound of Walker County on 101.5 is WDXB HD3 Pelham, W286BM Jasper, an iHeart radio station. Listen on the free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
You're listening to Live at 9 with James Phillips, presented by Young Jewelers on WJLX.
And we are back here on Live at 9 with James Phillips on WJLX. Thanks to our sponsors, especially our title sponsors, Jake's on 4th and Young Jewelers. I imagine even though you're new to the community. You probed visited both of those places.
Yes.
How about
yes.
Jake's on 4th? Do you like that food?
Oh, hey now. Pretty good. Yeah.
I love to go for lunch, and the bologna sandwich is my go-to.
Oh, yes.
Bologna
Yeah.
with pimento cheese.
That is just the South, like right there in a
Yeah,
sandwich.
yeah, in one sandwich, you know.
Yeah.
And then Young's Jewelers is such a staple to downtown Jasper. They've been there for over 70
They're
years.
precious people.
And are great
Yes.
people, yeah. And they do so much for our community.
Yes, they do.
You know.
Yes, they do.
So I do thank them every day for being title sponsors here on Live at 9. We've got this morning, we had James Johnson here with us from the Methodist Church downtown. And we've got Corrie Cabes. I'm wanting to call it something. I'm wanting to say.
You want to fancy it up?
Yeah,
don't
I'm
you?
trying to fancy it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thankfully, you told me it's just like Babes, but it's got a C on it.
Yeah.
Corrie Cabes, and she's what is your official title?
So I'm the rector of the church.
I thought it was rector. Yeah.
But no one says like Rector Corrie. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just Corrie.
She's basically for anybody who's not in the Episcopal denomination. She's the pastor.
Yes, I'm the pastor. And I tell people that, so yeah. It's just kind of people's comfort. I get all kinds of titles. So,
yeah. Now, tell us a little bit about your background, so because you've only been in Jasper for right at 2 years, maybe?
Yeah, 2 years in August.
And so you're still fresh on the scene.
Yeah, I am, but it's
how did you get here? That's my favorite thing to ask new people is how did you get to Walker County?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, I always say it's friendship. When I was in Seminary of the Southwest in Austin, give them a little plug there. Best place to go to seminary.
Austin is a very cool town, too.
But I'm originally from Oklahoma and spent a lot of time in Texas. But when I went to seminary, I made a really good friend, a guy that was from Selma, Alabama.
Okay.
Drew Brislin, and he is now at St. Joseph on the Mountain in Mentone. Gorgeous town.
Oh, that's a great place
to see
to be.
him. Go visit. But yeah, this Oklahoma girl and this Alabama guy, we just became really great friends. It seems like in seminary, some of your classes, they call on you or they seat you in alphabetical order. So B. Brislin, his last name, and C. Cabes, we just kind of were brought together in so many ways, and but we just really bonded, became great friends, and he would always tell me, "You're gonna end up in Alabama.
You're right.
It's just gonna happen." And I was like, "I've been in Texas for a long time, and I know I'm probably gonna head back there or Oklahoma."
Yeah. Had you ever even visited Alabama?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No,
What were your thoughts on Alabama before you came here? What would you have thought?
I really had no context, but we did have a connection, and that connection with Jonathan Daniels. I don't know if you know much about him, but he was a seminarian, Episcopal seminarian during the Civil Rights Movement.
Okay.
And he came from up north down to Alabama, down to Hayneville, and he was answering the call of Martin Luther King Jr. to help with registering folks to vote.
Yeah.
And so because he is a saint of Alabama in the Episcopal Church, Drew, my friend, was well versed in Jonathan Daniels, and there's actually a pilgrimage that's held once a year in Hayneville, and we walk his martyr's path.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because he was killed during that time, and that's
I was going to say, I bet his
story.
popularity soared during that time.
It just he was protecting someone, a young woman, that was in the line of literal fire, and just kind of wrong place, wrong time. And Jonathan didn't think, and he just kind of pushed her out of the way, and he was shot and killed. And so, anyways, it's just, how to live a faithful life. I think we all have to figure that out. But in that moment, Jonathan Daniels just knew his faith was like muscle memory, and he just acted. And that's, I think, the call,
Yeah.
But anyways, I say all that because I had a friend in the diocese who was actually a friend of Jonathan Daniels. And so it's just kind of a strange connection. And so that's how we became really good friends. And my first time in Alabama was actually going to the pilgrimage in Hayneville in August.
Okay.
So if you want a religious experience, go to Hayneville, Alabama, or really any place in Alabama in August. My hair was straight before I came to Alabama. No.
Right. And all of a sudden the humidity hit, right?
Wow. I know. It's always been like this. But yeah, just a powerful religious experience. And we walked it last year as a community, and we'll do it again. So we'll be putting that out if you're interested in a really deep spiritual pilgrimage.
Yeah.
This happens in August, so watch the St. Mary's Facebook
That sounds like
page.
such a cool experience, and
It
anybody's
really
welcome
is.
to come with you
Anybody
guys.
is welcome in, and we walk and we stop and we pray, and it just sort of reorients you and redirects you. If you're feeling like your faith is a little, I don't know,
Just a little like
dried up,
the gas
you know?
tank is getting empty. Yeah.
You know, it will. Boy, the Spirit is alive and well in events like that.
Sounds like a really cool
It's
thing.
really cool. So August, and we'll start putting. I know the date, but I don't know it today. So
Right.
I'll post that after this, just because I'm mentioning it. But anyways, I had been an associate rector, which I always kind of equate to like an assistant principal.
Right.
You know, I was just the assistant priest at a large church in Abilene, Texas.
Okay.
Church of the Heavenly Rest. Shout out to them. Wonderful people doing God's work. And I don't know. There was just a tug. And there's always kind of a push and pull with ministry, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't even remember how I started looking. I know Drew was involved in saying, "Hey, talk to these people." But this little church in Jasper, Alabama, popped up, and had some conversations with them and came to visit, and it's just one of those things where you feel like you're welcomed home and you don't know why.
Yeah. Probably a God thing, right?
Yeah, it's funny how God works.
Yeah.
You know? But just instantly, it was a good fit, I think, for both of us. And they have something in their DNA. They love to feed people. And,
Yes.
Yeah. And a lot of y'all know about our feeding ministry that we have. It's happening right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's happening as we're speaking. They're doing their food.
Like, I kind of
ministry.
want to keep, like, scooting my chair out to get back to them because it
Right.
really is one of my favorite
Well, let's
things.
just end it now and you walk out.
Yeah. But
And that's going on today. It's every Tuesday,
it is
right?
every single Tuesday.
8:30 to 10:30?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And tell people how, it's not you don't have to sign up or show any sort of.
No, we do want to be able to spell your name correctly.
Right.
So, people will say, well, do I need this or that? And if you have your ID, we can look and we can see, yes, this is how we spell your name. But we are not, what we want to know is how many people do we need to feed?
Right, yeah.
In your family or household. That's what we're concerned about. How can we care for you? So I'm usually the first person that's there at the door. I want to see people as they're coming in. I want people to feel truly welcome. I mean, sometimes we have folks that come in and, everybody's carrying a lot.
Yeah.
We just are, and it's invisible sometimes, but there is just something, when you can see someone with the love of Christ and you can say, come in here. We want to feed you. We want to make this work. We are here for you. Not just me. I mean, it's my job to do this, but
Right.
but we have so many people that serve in our community that come here to help their neighbor. We have the Ark, and we have our wonderful hospital, and we have folks from different churches, and I could go on and on. Like the list of our partners, the Community Foundation.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness. We have so many people that say, no, feeding people is exactly what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you read the gospel,
Yeah, it's
Jesus
pretty clear.
was all about food a lot of times.
Clear.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear.
Yeah.
So-
If he's either feeding people or he's eating with people.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So that's what we do. But it's a party. We get our music cranking. We're dancing. We're inviting people in. We have these wonderful ladies. I always joke and say that they get there at midnight and they start, rolling out the biscuits and fixing the gravy. But they're there early, making a wonderful hot biscuit and gravy breakfast. There's usually little extra things, and
I didn't realize there were
coffee.
biscuits and gravy involved.
I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The attendance is about to pick up even more.
Well, yeah. But mean, that's the whole point is sharing the hospitality of Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, we could say, okay, drive on through, but we want to hear people's stories. And for folks that serve, like, you can't tell often who is serving and who's being served, because it's both.
Yeah.
I've had people pray for me, pray for others. I've had people shower us with gifts. I mean, it is the ridiculous love of God that's just bubbling up.
And about how many families per week? I know it differs.
Oh,
but
goodness. Gosh, that's so hard, but, hundreds.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking about, like, most recently we handed out, this was last week, over 400 bags of groceries.
Right.
Yes, we have individuals that come in. We have, older folks. We have, young people, but just, everyone is welcome. And of course, during the summer, we have a lot more children and families.
Right.
So, but I hate to put a number on it. I'd be wrong.
Yeah. Well, I think what's so beautiful about it is that you guys you're not asking for income levels, or you're not asking, there's no questions asked. If somebody shows up and they say they need food,
We're going to feed them.
they need food, and you're going to feed them.
Right.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. And I mean, think about it. It's so hard to get in your car, well, first to look at your pantry and see that, you need food.
Yeah.
And then to trust us and to drive all the way to our church. We have people coming from all over,
Yeah, this isn't even just a Jasper thing.
No,
it's from all over the place.
It's not just a Walker County thing.
Yeah.
It's Winston, it's other places. But they come and they trust us, and there's so many folks, they do have to stand in line for a while, and they check in, and then they go in and have their breakfast, and then they wait, another time, because we have just one more thing that we have, we give them something, so that then again, when they leave our campus and they drive around to get their groceries, they can tell the person that puts the groceries in their car how many bags and things they're supposed to get. But I mean, there's a real trust thing we're building every week. It is hard to walk in and say, I have a need.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's really hard. And so why would we not try to make a way to help folks?
Yeah. Well, and that's something that I would push people. If you have a need, don't hesitate to put that out there, because there's so many people in this community that they're looking for ways to help.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
they want to help people. And unless you say, I do need something, nobody knows,
Yeah, and I mean, when I came here, I realized really quickly that we needed to focus on what we did well. And, because there's other things we could be doing. I know people need their light bills paid. I know people need food for repairs and different things. But we wanted to focus on what we could do well and just blow it up.
Right. Yeah.
And so I do, if people come to me and they say, hey, can you do this or that? I tell them no, because we are called to do this.
Right.
Not that,
But you can probably point them in the right direction
Absolutely.
for help on whatever need they might have.
And when when you come on our campus too, on our doors, we have a list, and it is long, of all the different places in the community. There are, at least 18 other feeding ministries. I mean, James Church does amazing things.
Yeah, they're having a meal today. If anyone's out there and needs a hot meal at lunchtime,
please go see them. You
go to the
will
Methodist
feel
Church.
the love of Jesus.
And I did. We were joking around off the air. I said, well, what's on the menu today? And he said, I know there'll be some beans.
Yeah, but I mean, he's being so humble.
Yeah, he was. They have great food.
They have amazing food.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have so many people in the community. I mean, for such a small town, my goodness, there are larger cities that they're not loving their neighbor like Jasper and like Walker County. I mean, not that they're not doing a good job, but man.
And that's the thing. Walker County over the years can get a bad rep for things that we really can't even control. But that's when you hear about Walker County on the news or wherever, it's when it's something bad. Yeah. But it is such an amazing community, as I said earlier. People are constantly looking for ways to help someone.
They are.
And you don't find that in all communities.
No, it's absolutely true.
So what are I know there's other fun things that you guys do at the Episcopal Church throughout the year. I know typically there's a big pancake supper.
Yeah, we always have to have a Shrove Tuesday pancake supper. We have things like that, but we do fun things in the community too. We have something called Pop-Up Fellowship,
Okay.
And we do it at least once a month, but we just go to different restaurants and we just eat, or we go to the Pink Cone. Go to the Pink Cone, y'all. Get some ice cream.
She's
from
the sweetest person
Kristen.
in the world.
But she has hosted us for book studies. So has Warehouse 319.
I know Tallulah used to. There
and
would be a book
Tallulah.
study there.
Oh, we're so sad. You
Yes,
know,
we are.
Tallulah's- Yeah, but we, you know, we know that the Holy Spirit doesn't want to just stay, you know, on one campus.
Yeah, please,
you know?
please get the spirit out of the church building.
That's right. Yeah. And we also know it's really hard to go into a church. I mean, I talked about that when you have a need, but if you're looking for a church, I know how intimidating that is to say, oh man, okay, well, what do we wear? Okay, well, where are we going to go? What door do we go in? I mean, just silly things like that are huge when you are trying to figure out, you know, a new church community. So, you know, I get that. And that's why we want to be out there just in a casual way. You can see, you know, what our community is like, what our people are like. We have fun-loving people.
Yeah. And if people are looking for a church and they don't happen to go anywhere and they don't go to your church, but you put the pop-up things out there, you aren't doing that just for your church people. That's for anybody who wants to come hang out and have a good time.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, so we just do it, you know. Our mission statement is to spread the good news and share comfort, joy, and love with our community.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything about only at St. Mary's.
Right,
you know?
right.
So we want to spread a large net, and I mean that's open to anyone. You know. So.
Now I do have to ask you, because James told me to. What's this about these dogs that you love so much?
Is anybody looking for? They're about 9.5 months old. 2 black lab. They're siblings. Two puppies, and you know, I'll make a deal. No, we have 2 puppies. If you know the Christmas Vacation movie, Margot and Todd are the obnoxious yuppie neighbors that live next door. And so we have Margot and Todd, and if you want to see me plowing down the streets of downtown Jasper with my husband, it takes 2 of us because they will drag you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing on most mornings.
I thought you were going to tell me when you mentioned Christmas Vacation. I thought maybe one of them was named Snots.
Oh no.
But I love Margot and Todd.
But they act like him a little bit. Yes, yeah. But Margot and Todd, yes. So. But you know, it's so funny when we moved here, we were looking for really walkable places because we've always had dogs. It seems like, and first we moved to a house that it had just kind of one big trail, and then it had a really busy street. And the more I spent time in Jasper, and the more I saw like the heart of Jasper, it really is downtown.
Yeah.
I started longing for an old house, you know, down there. And so, I mean, we lived here a year and then moved. So we've moved twice.
Yeah.
Which seems kind of crazy, but
that can be a headache.
it says a lot about the town.
Yeah.
You know, that there's just good things happening here.
Well, I'm so glad that you have enjoyed your couple years in Jasper, and I'm glad that we got a chance to actually meet and talk.
Thanks. You too.
Anytime you want to come by and hang out on the radio show, that's you've got an open invite. I think we could talk for a few more hours, but you've got things you need to do.
I gotta go see my people.
And you're missing the food giveaway.
There's a party. I gotta get back to.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah. I could tell you're longing to be there.
I
so.
kind of am. But I really appreciate having me and having my buddy James.
Yeah, and don't forget we were here talking about Jasper Reads. So this weekend we'll put the flyer out on our social media as well. But this weekend it'll be a full packed day on Saturday from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
Yes.
And there's breaks in between, so just pick 1 or 2 to show up for. You don't have to be at all 4 locations, but come out, bring your kids. There'll be refreshments at different spots. They're going to have people reading to the kids, and it's going to be a fun time for everybody.
Yeah, let's do it, y'all.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for listening this morning as well. We'll be back tomorrow on Live at 9. Until then, be kind and love, and we'll see you tomorrow on Live at 9 with James Phillips on WJLX.